What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tom here with Tom Ria Sports, and we're back. It's Saturday with our Week 9 NFL spread picks. Week 9 kicked off Thursday night with the Packers heading into San Francisco to take on the Niners. Niners were 7-point underdogs at home. That was a rough one for us. Rough game in general to watch. Really wasn't too entertaining. Packers blew them out. They improved to 6-2. Big road win for them. Kicking off our Sunday slate is going to be Broncos-Falcons. So now the Falcons are 4-point favorites at home. I think the Falcons might squeak out a victory here, but I'm going to take the Broncos to cover. They typically play in pretty close games, unless they play the Chiefs, of course. I think they're going to win, or not win this game, but I think they are going to cover the spread on the road. Seahawks-Bills. Seahawks 3-point favorites in Buffalo. I think they win this game pretty handily by around a touchdown or more. I'm going to go ahead and take the Seahawks here. Bears-Titans. Titans are 6.5, so almost 7-point favorites at home versus Chicago. Chicago's got a good defense. I think that defense usually travels well, and they play in typically pretty close games. So I'm going to pick the Bears to cover. Again, I think Titans win the game, but I think Bears cover the spread. Ravens-Colts. There's a couple pick'ems this weekend. This is our first one. This one's in Indianapolis, 2 5-2 teams. Colts are undefeated at home. Ravens undefeated on the road. This game could go either way, but I think the Ravens ultimately prevail on the road, so I'm going to go ahead and take them. Panthers-Chiefs. Chiefs 10.5-point favorites at home versus Carolina. I'm going with the Chiefs. I went against them last week, thought the spread was too high. Again, the spread is somewhat high, but they're just too dominant offensively. Defense is very underrated. I think they win this game handily. Lions-Vikings. No spread yet on this game. I think a lot of odds makers are waiting to see if Matt Stafford is going to play or not. I'm going to go ahead and take the Vikings regardless. I think they win this game. They win probably by around a touchdown. Even if Stafford plays, maybe it'll be a little bit closer, but I'm going to take the Vikings. Giants versus the Washington football team. Washington is 2.5-point favorites at home. Giants have their only victory coming against Washington a few weeks back. That was in New Jersey. I'm going to take Washington. I think they're going to win this game. I think it'll be a close one. Might end up being a 1 or 2 point victory, something like that. But I think Giants do too much to hurt themselves. Washington's really trying to win this division. I think they go ahead and take the victory here by 3 or more. Texans-Jaguars, no Gardner Minshew. 2 1-6 teams, divisional opponents. Looks like we might have some rain, so it'll be interesting. But I think I'm going to take the Texans here to cover the 7-point spread. It's a little bit steep, especially for a 1-6 team, but Jaguars, at least defensively, are as bad as it gets. So I think Texans and Deshaun Watson run away with this game pretty handily. Raiders-Chargers, here's another pick'em game on the weekend. Divisional opponents in Los Angeles. This is a tough one for me to pick. I'm going to reluctantly take the Raiders. This one I'm torn on, but I'm going to go ahead and pick the Raiders here. They're 4-3. They're trying to make a playoff push. They got to win this type of game, especially against a 2-5 team. So I expect them to come out pretty strong. We'll see what happens, though. Steelers-Cowboys in Dallas. I'm not sure who's starting at quarterback for Dallas, but I know it's not DiNucci, so that might be a good thing for them. Steelers undefeated. Haven't gone against them all year, and I'm not going to now. 14.5-point favorites on the road. I'm going to take them to cover. Dallas maybe plays better, but maybe they make it a closer game, but I don't really see that happening. I think the Steelers come out strong, win handily. Dolphins-Cardinals in Arizona. 2 pretty good teams going up against each other. I like the Cardinals a lot more, though. I love what they do offensively. If you look back at the game last week, Tua didn't really play great for the Dolphins. They really won that game because of their special teams and the turnovers by Goff. So I'm going to go ahead and take Cardinals to win this and cover the 4.5-point spread. Saints-Bucks. This was another game that was tough to choose just because Saints typically play close games. Now, money line-wise, I'm taking the Buccaneers all the way. They're getting some guys back. I know Antonio Brown's going to make his debut. I really like what they've shown over the last few weeks. They didn't have a strong performance last week for the Giants, but they did just enough. I'm going to take the Buccaneers to cover. Could be a closer game than 4.5, but I think Buccaneers win by around a touchdown, so we're going to go with them. And then the Monday night game, Patriots head to MetLife to take on the 0-8 Jets. Patriots are 8-point favorites on the road. They haven't played too well, especially the last few weeks. I think they do win the game. I think 8's just a little steep, so I'm going to take the Jets to cover. They've burned me a lot this year, the Jets, but I don't think they win. Some people think they're actually going to win this game. I'm not going to go that far, but I do think they cover the 8-point difference. All right, so that's everything for this week, guys. Thanks for tuning in as always. We'll be back later on in the week with a recap. Enjoy your weekend.